you got a big jet crane waiting to pick you up. You see those snakes that crawl are just trying to trip you up. Live out in sad shacks at the back of town. Hold your breath while we do you down, 'cause we're all kinds of animals coming here. Occasional demons too. We're all kinds of animals coming here. Occasional demons too. Well, you got a nice apartment here with appliances and CD. We're gonna leave your stereo, but we'll have your soul for tea. Well, I'm not speaking of material things. Gonna chew you up, gonna suck you in, 'cause we're all kinds of animals coming here. Occasional demons too. We're all kinds of animals coming here. Occasional demons too.
They renounce her, she curses them, and so it goes. Yes, folks, it looks like another fiery substance abuse intervention here in the tough love region of Moldavia. If it appears to be a bit harsh, try to understand. The fine, upstanding community leaders simply must show these bloodthirsty disciples of Satan who's boss. I mean, a group of shrewd career politicians can't go around allowing all of these unauthorized withdrawals from the village blood bank. Not in an election year. Besides, it's a well-established fact that annual witch burnings are good for the local economy. Furthermore, a resourceful, self-made chap, such as myself, stands to make quite a tidy profit from a strategically placed hot dog stand. The finest pig snouts and chicken fat money can buy. What a wiener. Oh, it looks like this one's just about done. Uh-oh. Looks like rain. I just want to apologize to all the mothers of you poor doomed viewers out there. And I'd like to say I'm sorry to each and every one of you individually. But it so happens that I'm freezing my ass off out here. And I don't have all frickin' night. I was naive when I foolishly agreed to present this movie to all of you tonight. I'm so sorry for everything that has happened. Because in spite of what anybody might say now, it's my fault. Because it's my TV show. I insisted on everything. I insisted that we'd all be safe. After all, it's only a damn movie, isn't it? Everything had to be my way. And this is where we've ended up. It's all because of me that we're here now. Hungry, cold, hunted by a tall, dead stranger with bad acne and a big, scary-looking mustache. And worst of all, there's nothing else to watch at this ungodly hour except those blasted infomercials. I love you folks. I'm so sorry. What was that? I'm scared to close my eyes. I'm scared I may have that weird dream with Janine Garofalo cracking her whip again. Oh God! We're gonna die out here. Oh well, if you can't beat them, join them.
Zardoz has spoken.
Well, you geriatric twit, I don't think that's what they had in mind when they said, keep your eyes open. Pardon the intrusion, folks, but I simply couldn't resist the temptation. Yvonne here has had disposable old fart written all over him ever since he first appeared on screen. And, well, to be blunt, I felt that someone had to do something to move the plot along, and taking the choke chain to this inept old watchdog should just about do the trick. Well, which bug-eyed brunette are you rooting for? I must admit, I have rather a soft spot in my grinchy old heart for the resurrected from the dead babe. I genuinely respect and admire the quality of evil intent in all of my female companions.
At last you're here. I've been waiting for you. I need you again. Just a few drops of your blood brought me to life. Embrace me.
Quite a turn on, even if they do spend their leisure time laying about in dingy, run-down old crypts with scorpions infesting their eye sockets. Well, if you'll excuse me, I must be off. I have to gather a Black Sunday bouquet of rose thorns, poison ivy, and moon blossoms for my lady love. Ta-ta. Yvonne, even in death, you're still only good for cluttering up the set. Well, that'll be quite enough of that, I'm sure. I hope you intolerant cretins are properly satisfied. You've got to barbecue the witch, after all. Killjoys. This has put rather a nasty crimp in my plans for the evening. I had intended to escort Asa to Mr. Chin's Players' Ball, held bi-weekly at the Spudmore Hotel. I'm sure she would have caught more than a few eyes there, then had them for hors d'oeuvres, even if she was sporting the Calissa Flockhart look beneath that designer cloak. Oh, I have rather an important correction to make in my production notes from the beginning of the show. It seems that the director's last name is properly pronounced Bava, not Brava. my dumbass producers insist.
Well, the guy on American Movie Classics pronounced it Brava.
Well, who are you going to believe? Me? Or George Clooney's senile old father? Ah, right, I thought so. Well, I see by the old clock in the crypt that we're just about out of time. But before we go, I'd like to present a new feature here on SHT. The end of each program, we'd like to pay a heartfelt dedication we like to call Horror Host's Millennium Moments. Tonight, we pay homage to a true master in his own time, a giant of the industry who came to be known as the most sinister man to ever crawl on the face of the earth.
In the early 1970s, Los Angeles area viewers witnessed the transformation of an obscure character actor named Larry Vincent into a true master of the macabre. Every Saturday night, Seymour presided over a double feature of vintage horror films. He brought to those broadcasts a distinctive brand of irreverent humor, delivered with a trademark sarcastic flair, which quickly earned the affection and admiration of his many devoted fans. And if you were one of his fringies, you knew that he always called them as he saw them. He regularly ended each show by wishing his audience a bad evening, but it never was, whenever Seymour graced the airwaves.
Well, how truly touching. My, I have a bit of a lump in my throat.